talk you through some of the basic equipment that I use when I'm doing my coloured pencil work. So I'm going to start with talking about my favourite make of pencil, which is the Faber-Castell Polychromos. This is a nice quality pencil, medium hard. They're oil-based and they're clearly numbered, named, and they've got little asterisks on the barrel. This one has 3 asterisks, which means that it's light fast, so it won't fade easily. Some of them aren't light fast and they're marked with either 2 or 1 asterisk. That doesn't mean you can't use them, it just means that you need to take care and make sure you don't expose your work to bright sunlight, and if possible put some UV glass if you're framing them. They're a good range of colours, 120 colours in the range, and they won't change. So they are what they are. There's a big hole in the purple range, so we've got no dark purples really, but a very good range of safe greens that mix well, and they're the main greens that I use for my leaves. To augment these gaps in the colours, I use this make, which is called Prismacolor, and I have to get these from America because they're not available easily in Europe. And these are very soft, they're wax-based, and the point always breaks off. But the colours are lovely and rich, and they've got a good range of dark purples. So we've got lovely colours like black cherry, black grape, dark purple, black raspberry. So they give you all those lovely rich colours for aubergines, grapes, plums, all the autumnal fruits. So those are my basic 2 makes. And then added to those are these, Luminance by Caran. Now these are a Rolls-Royce pencil. They're very expensive, most probably the most expensive pencil on the market. Again, they're quite soft and they're light fast, the majority of them. But the point holds, so they're good for detail. But they're a strange range of colours, they're unusual colours. There's only one really good safe green, number 225, moss green. But some nice sludgy mauvey colours which are really good for shading. And then finally, another make that's come on the market fairly recently. This is by Tombow, and it's called Irojiten, which is Japanese for colour dictionary. And they come in 3 little box sets, and each box set has 30 pencils in 3 little books. So very prettily packaged, very difficult to use, so they need to be decanted into a pencil case really. Again, unusual colours that augment the other makes. They're quite hard and they hold a point well. So they're very nice for fine details. To sharpen these, I use one of these pencil sharpeners. There's several versions on the market. The smaller version is the Rapesco 64, which is much easier to carry. But whatever make you use, it needs to have one of these metal spiral cores to get a really nice sharp point. Some of the cheaper makes are just a revolving pencil sharpener and they don't sharpen effectively. With the pencils, when we're layering up our colours, we use these blender pencils. And again, there's a variety of makes on the market. This one is the Lyra Splender blender. And this one is the Prismacolor clear colourless blender. Again, there are various makes of these on the market and they all do the same job. They basically blend the colour together and push it into the dips of the paper and smooth it out and make it look more like paint. To erase any marks, I use a battery-operated eraser. These work very well, and you can just quickly erase marks, clean edges, texture, and do various things with these. And again, there are various makes on the market. These ones are very expensive, but you can get quite effective ones for about £3.50 in the shops. A kneadable eraser is very useful. These are very soft and lift off areas of colour. So you can just use them like that, or you can make them into a fine point, and this is particularly effective with graphite, and just lift off little lines. They're also useful for cleaning up the mess around your work and getting rid of smudges and so on. Other equipment that we use with colour pencil are embossing tools. Now these make marks on the paper, indentations, which will then appear as white when we put colour over the top. And this is a Pergamano 0.5, which is the finest one you can get. Has a really fine ball on the end. And you can get sets of different sizes, but none of them are quite as fine as that. And these all make different types of marks on the paper surface. And then finally, is just these blender pens. These have got an alcohol-based solvent in, which melts the colour and spread it, so you can cover large areas quite quickly. This just gives you a rough idea of some of the equipment I use, and most of these things are in my basic starter kit, which you can see on my website. And over the next few months, I'll be introducing you to other materials that I use as the website progresses.